say it's like a news thing, and we've had, you know, I don't know.
Because they give the basic interpretation
of our facts if you publish someone's name, if you publish someone's face, and I had to learn.
And so we're able to, through them, to kind of get a better sense of what's happening with the Uyghurs. I think the real news of the last year has been this pushback, this resurgence of defense of core rights happening at both the national level, but maybe most surprisingly at the international level, where you get a broad number of democratic governments, sometimes not even democratic governments, banding together to stop the worst atrocities, to push back against the autocratic trends.
You're right. It's so important. And I've been reading the New York...
If you look around the world, there is pushback at the popular level, too. I mean, even in the United States, the midterm elections were a big rebuke to Trump's divisive policies. So a lot of this is bottom-up, but it's also top-down. It's also governmental leaders who say democracy, human rights, the rule of law, these are important. A logical research hub for Europe and Central Asia. So more, I mean, if we can't base them in the country, this is a logical place to base them. It's gotten much worse this year. In fact, this year, it became clear that he is detaining 1 million Uyghur Muslims for so-called re-education, which basically means, you know, forcing them to renounce Islam and to renounce their ethnicity. Now, you know, if any other country were doing this, it would be an outrage. But China, because of its economic clout, has been getting away with this.
Bad news. I know that's what gets clicked on, but still, it's important.
If you're an autocrat, it's very convenient to violate human rights. It's the way you stay in power. It's the way you fill up your bank account. It's the way you pay off your cronies. So there are reasons why governments want to violate human rights. The role of the human rights movement, the role of defenders of democracy, is to raise the cost of those human rights violations and to shift that cost-benefit analysis. Now, it's not something that's done overnight. It's a gradual process. But we know that if you do raise the cost of abuse, ultimately governments realize it's not paying, and they start to curb those abuses. And we've seen that process today. And with that, I mean, if the absolute standard is you can't have